So I've been seeing these advertisements from the Canadian Taxpayers Federation, and one of them was to sign a petition against the government offering automated tax filing. Now, the rest of their petitions are to cut taxes and to cut regulations or prevent regulations, but the tax filing one I find a bit strange. It's a bit weird. The Canadian Revenue Agency, the CRA, already knows how much you owe them, assuming you don't have additional deductions or additional revenue to declare. Right now, when you pay taxes, it's like a restaurant making you figure out how much you owe instead of just telling you. Automated filing doesn't prevent you from filing yourself. I'm surprised that automated tax filing might come to Canada because tax filing companies tend to lobby hard against such legislation so they can keep their profitable industry. The Canadian Taxpayers Federation petition states, the Canada Revenue Agency, CRA, has no business acting as both tax filer and the tax collector. This would be a massive conflict of interest. And the CRA already has shockingly bad service. It can't be trusted to fill out our taxes. Again, they already know how much you owe, and you can still file your taxes yourself. Do you seriously think the workers at the CRA are going to go out of their way to overcharge people? Is it a conflict of interest when the CRA audits people and businesses? When you go to a store and you have the cashier running things through, do you stop them and be like, whoa, 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 don't tell me how much I owe, don't tell me, it's a conflict of interest, let me figure it out myself. Okay, is this the right number? If you've been using online tax software, the CRA has offered autofill for your return for the past couple years, where instead of filling out all the forms yourself, you can grab what the government knows off the internet, or the software grabs what the government knows, and it autofills most of the forms for you. So they've been already doing this for years. Now, the details of what automatic filing is still unknown. It sounded like it's basically an extension of this autofill option. In my mind, hopefully cutting out the middleman of having to use something like UFile or TurboTax. Now, automatic or quasi-automatic tax returns are already done in places like UK, New Zealand, Germany, and Scandinavia. And those countries, haven't collapsed yet. The C.D. Howe Institute estimated that with the current tax code, only 30% of Canadians would get to use the automatic system without having to submit extra information or file themselves. They argue that the tax code would have to be simplified to have the system be relevant to more Canadians. Yes, simplify the tax code. That's a genuinely great idea. And they mention this like it's a bad thing. Oh, they'd have to simplify the tax code. Yeah, that's great. Great news. Yes, please simplify the tax code. Now, my opinion is someone at the Canadian Taxpayer Federation is either misinformed or being strongly influenced by the tax filing industry, even if this option only helps 30% of Canadians. By all means, help 30% of Canadians. And again, cut out the middleman, and the government already knows, and they already have the autofill option. This seems like a no-brainer, and I'm all for efficiency. I'm against government waste. I'm against legislation and rules that hinder productivity and hurt the economy. I'm very fiscally conservative, but the government already has the information. This seems like a no-brainer to streamline things and save money both on the personal level, money and time having to find someone and file something, and the government already has things. And they already have systems for this. It's just a waste of time not to let the government handle it all. As an aside, I'll take the opportunity to add in one more rant. I've been filing my taxes, but when I lived in Canada, I could file digitally. And in fact, they encourage everyone in Canada to file digitally. Now that I've moved abroad, listen to this, I have to mail in my tax form. I don't have the option to file digitally. Does you try to file digitally? No, you're not applicable to you because you do not live in Canada. So I'm the furthest away, and I have to mail my tax forms. What logic is that? Why would you bar people from living out of country from filing digitally when you basically make everyone living within the country file digitally? What could the possible logic be? Anyways, cheers.